Dordogne, developed by Un Je ne sais quoi and Unamine and published by Focus Entertainment, is a delightful point-and-click adventure game set on the backdrop of the French countryside of Dordogne. It boasts a narrative experience through its unique art style and interactive puzzles. It was released just this month. The question is it worth buying? Join me, Gwen from Eep's Hideout, to answer that question. Dordogne is a point-and-click adventure narrative game that is riddled with small interactive moments like brushing your teeth and unpacking your clothes, as well as puzzles here and there. The story is centered around Mimi, who just lost her job and went back to her grandmother's countryside home after the latter's death in order to revisit and regain her lost memories on one fateful summer vacation. There is a bit of a mystery as we unravel Mimi's memories along with her. The story chapters go back and forth between the present time and 80s Dordogne while fleshing out the interactions and relationship between Mimi and her grandmother as well as a newfound friend. I must admit that in some aspects the pacing is slow and the events that follow are predictable, but the ending properly closes the story and is a culmination of Mimi's memories. Most importantly, the story has heart, and albeit short, the relationship between the characters are properly fleshed out. The narrative might be simple, but the interactive bits and puzzles are aplenty. Puzzles are easy all throughout the game, but are really varied from the typical mechanic of just looking for an object to a bit more complex like figuring out a 4-digit code. This can be expected as at its core, this game is all about its story instead of its gameplay, which is a unique characteristic of games like this. Personally, I enjoyed the small interactive story moments more, where Mimi is, for example, planting or kayaking. What is worth noting is the binder mechanic where the player can design a page after each story chapter with stickers and poems that are the game's collectibles. The player is also given a camera and a recorder that they can use in certain scenic spots that can also be placed in Mimi's binder. This mechanic is so fun even though the collectibles are an obvious way to lengthen gameplay as you have to explore properly to find them. It does add to the immersion as you create the page while Mimi is still a child. One thing I can complain about is that even though there are collectibles, there is no chapter selection once you finish the game. Which means in order to get a perfect run, either to get trophies or you're just a completionist by heart, you have to play the whole game all over again. One of the standout features of Dordogne is its visually stunning art style. It is what made me first check out the game and also one of the main reasons I enjoyed this game. The art looks like it is hand-drawn and all of the locations are like pages from a storybook, which makes sense as this is coming from an eyes of a child. One notable area is the river where the water looks really clear and very inviting. Playing the game makes you want to leap out and actually go to all the locations inside the game. Dordogne at a cheap price of $14.99 is worth buying, especially for those who are already fans of narrative storytelling games. It might lack proper puzzles and might be too chill for most, but it is still a beautiful experience. It is also short with an average gameplay time of around 3 to 4 hours, even shorter if you do not care about the collectibles at all. I also won't describe it as a must play like what I think of What Remains of Edith Finch, also a narrative point and click game, but it is still a worthwhile play. And that's it for this video. I encourage you to try this game. It is available on the PS4 and PS5, Nintendo Switch, as well as in Xbox Game Pass and Steam. This has been Gwen. Thanks for joining me. Until next time, bye!